On every Navy ship, there are many men whose vigilance is essential throughout the silent hours of the night. The ship must be guided on her course. The powerful engines must be tended constantly, and the dark waters must be scanned for possible dangers. Responsibility for having the ship in the right place at the right time and for the efficiency and safety of her crew rests upon the officers aboard. Officers who, because of their duties, must carry many operating details in their minds, must be ready for any emergency involving danger to ship or crew, day or night. This is where you, the Navy Steward, play an essential part in the operation of our fleet. By relieving officers of some of the routine tasks of daily living, you give them more time for their duties. You make a direct contribution to the effectiveness of your ship. The way you carry out your duties can, in great measure, make your ship a good ship, a credit to the Navy. You get up early when you're a Navy steward, usually half an hour before reveille when you're in the duty section. Like every other sailor, you make up your own bunk as soon as you hit the deck. Since you devote much of your day to the preparation and the serving of food, personal cleanliness is a most important consideration. Fingernails are a good hiding place for harmful bacteria. When only a brush will do the job of cleaning them, don't hesitate to scrub them till they're really clean. A good breakfast is important. It starts the day off right for everyone. If you're doing the cooking, your problem is to prepare meals which will be appetizing even at 06:30. Make it a good breakfast, a hot breakfast. An officer's mood, the mood of the whole ship, may well depend on the breakfast you prepare. So serve it promptly and pleasantly, and get it on the table while it's hot and at its appetizing best. Remember, the serving of food is just as important as its preparation, and your courtesy and efficiency is a hidden ingredient that adds much to the enjoyment of any meal. As soon as breakfast is over, clear the table and wash the dishes. Then prepare the wardroom for field day. Swab the deck and see that everything is in good order. Then, if you're the wardroom duty steward, you keep the wardroom neat, orderly, and have coffee hot. The neatness of the wardroom is your responsibility too. If you're assigned an officer's stateroom, you're responsible for keeping it clean and neat. Square away the bunk and change the linen as directed. When dusting around the personal effects of an officer, you are trusted on your honor not to read or disturb any personal items. After everything is as shipshape as you can possibly make it, take out any cleaning or laundry and shine the shoes that need shining. If you're a chief steward, you make up the menu, which fully outlines the bill of fare for the next week. Submit the menu to the mess caterer, who may wish to make a few changes before obtaining the approval of the mess president. But the responsibility for having the right quality and quantity of food rests primarily with you. Your experience and skill will tell you how much of everything will be required for a given cruise. Although you will purchase most items from the general mess afloat, you may buy other items ashore. The noon meal offers still another problem. Lunches must be appetizing and nutritious, and yet carefully planned in regard to the budget. The mess president presides at the lunch table. Since lunch and dinner are the formal meals, it is most important that the serving be accomplished promptly and efficiently. Again, you must be careful to serve the food while it is fresh and hot. Remember to serve and remove dishes from the correct side to avoid confusion and accident. When the meal is over, you again make the wardroom shipshape. You spend the early part of your afternoon performing special tasks or finishing uncompleted jobs from the morning. You may devote part of the afternoon to polishing silverware, cleaning the pantry or the galley, caring for linens such as napkins and tablecloths, or doing any one of the many things that constitute a steward's duties. Your cleaning gear are the tools of your trade, and caring for them requires more than casual attention. Learn how to clean and stow them properly. They'll serve you better if you take care of them daily. You realize that there are many new things to be learned before you're eligible for advancement, so you pay close attention to those in charge of your instruction. Since you were hard at work before and during meal times, when others were sleeping or eating, you may be given leisure time during some of the working hours of the afternoon. You are always preparing for advancement in rate, knowing that the petty officer's rating carries with it greater prestige, more responsibility, and better pay. You're free to play games, work on hobbies or handicrafts, write letters to the folks at home, or just plain sack out. In other words, the time is your own. When General Quarters is sounded, you hurry to your station. You are a member of a fighting team, performing vital work in ammunition handling rooms or at other battle stations. If your station is in the galley or the pantry, your job may be doubly important. General Quarters sometimes last for many hours. Under the stress of battle conditions, feeding is just as vital as any other job aboard the ship. Hot food and steaming coffee add much to the morale of fighting men, giving them the extra endurance they need. When you secure from General Quarters and return to normal routine, a good dinner is just as important as ever. After the evening meal, you clear the table quickly and quietly. And then prepare the wardroom for the evening. When the wardroom is ready, and the dishes and silver have been washed and stowed, your workday is completed, and the duty steward takes over. You may be permitted to watch the movie in the wardroom with the officers and their guests, or you can see a movie with the crew. When you're in port, either at home or in foreign countries, the officers will invite guests aboard for dinner. The skipper, too, may wish to entertain officials or officers of foreign governments. In this case, careful preparation is very much in order. The table must be set correctly and even decorated attractively. Take special care in seating visitors. Remember, a guest of the ship always sits to the right of the presiding officer. A guest of an officer always sits to his right. The rank of the guest does not change the rule. Naturally, the food must be particularly appetizing and delicious. If you are in charge of the cooking, this gives you a chance to use some imagination and prepare a dinner which does credit to yourself and your ship. You contribute much to the favorable impression received by guests aboard ship. Always an important factor in public relations, whether at home or in some foreign port. Whenever you can be spared, you will be granted liberty or leave. Again, you have a grave responsibility. Remember, civilians judge the Navy by the conduct of naval personnel ashore. Take pride in yourself and the Navy you represent. When you're in a foreign port, your responsibility to your country increases, for you become an ambassador of goodwill and a spokesman for the American way of life. Your working day has been a long one, and you're ready for a good night's sleep. Only the steward of the watch remains awake, ready to answer calls or attend to any emergency which may arise during the night. The ship sails on in fair weather or rough, in the tropics or in the Arctic. A ship of which you can be justly proud, knowing that yours is an important contribution towards making her a safer, happier ship, a credit to your Navy.